After watching this video, you're gonna become richer. Even if you don't do anything different, even if you just press play and just listen to it, your finances are gonna do a big shift. I am off my notes, obviously, because I wanna give y'all the most potent information. So I also don't know which screen to look at. I haven't recorded my own YouTube video in so long, but there's a frequency of money, and most people are chasing that frequency from lack. So money can be obtained through frequency of lack and through the frequency of abundance. You will even see it where there are business owners who are making millions of dollars who still claim they're broke. And then there are some people who are actually really not that well off, but they seem to feel wealthy within themselves. So that lets us know that frequency is literally, there's two different frequencies to money. Now, most people are chasing the frequency of money through lack. They're chasing it through tension, and they're chasing it from a place of needing more before you can relax. So if I only can make $5,000 extra, then I can relax. If I could only get rid of all of my debt, then I can relax. As long as I have something else, then I give myself permission to relax. And when you sit near someone who isn't chasing money, who already feels like they're enough, whose nervous system is already regulated to receive money from the frequency of abundance, you'll notice that they make a lot more money without looking like they're working. On the frequency of abundance, not the frequency of chasing it from lack or from tension or that resistance. So you're gonna notice that you're gonna make more money by watching my videos because I hold the frequency of money and of an expanded money consciousness. And it's only getting bigger. So you might be watching me today, but in a month, my own money consciousness is going to be expanded. So if you're watching my videos, what do you think you're going to be by default? So that's why I can make this claim, because I understand the frequency of money and I play very well in that realm already. In that world, in that realm, that's my thing, that's my realm, that's my game. That's what I was put here to do, is to win the money game. When you sit near someone, right, or when you're watching someone, you're listening to someone who's in that frequency, that's literally what your body adapts to, which is why it's important who you watch, who you listen to, and the information you let your body absorb and your brain absorb. So my energy doesn't try to get money. I welcome money, and you can do the same thing. Your energy can shift from tension and lack to welcoming and saying, you know what, I love using you. When you come around me, I love giving you something fun to do. There's a reason why people who make money, there's a reason that people make money after watching my videos. And this video that I'm making is only inspired by someone who DM'd me that they got a large amount of money, like larger than they've ever received, from a random person online. And that sparks my idea. And I was like, if one person is DMing me that they're getting random money, why don't I have 10,000 other people? I average 300,000 views a month on TikTok. Why isn't 10,000 people DMing me telling me they got random money, or they got a raise, or they're really doing well financially? Why aren't people sharing more personal stories? I'm like, I have some work to do. I have some videos to make. And that's where this video came to be born. But there's a reason that people make money after watching my videos. It's not because they're doing it through action. They're not doing it through hard work. They're doing it not through logic. They're doing it through energy. And I fully believe energy over effort. I even have a phone case on one of my websites in my YouTube homepage if you want to check out that page. You can get candles and journals, all with things that you need to be reminding yourself with. And one of them is a phone case that says energy over effort. Now, there's a long story behind why I made that product. Short story, you're going to implant your brain with over 20,000 plus new thoughts that associate money with the releasing of hard work. When you start to receive that you make money through energy, not through your effort, that's what comes to you. But it's on your phone. You look at your phone 10,000 times a day. You're using it all the time. So what happens is you start to associate your phone with making money, the color white with making money. If you've been working really hard and you're trying to change your money situation, but you're trying to do it through physical labor or hard work, and you're not seeing a shift, then you really should listen to what I'm saying and try to click into this energy as much as you possibly can. You may have to watch it once or twice. And if by like the fourth time you watch it, you still don't anchor it in, I recommend watching it right before sleep, because then the subconscious mind will do all the heavy lifting. Listen to it right before sleep, and then you don't have to actually try to understand it. Your brain will do the work for you. I will say, don't scam yourself by skipping through this video. Just sit with me for a few minutes. I always have a few minutes to educate myself, and so that's part of why I have this energy. So by following things that I do that for my own self. So by following that, you're also going to learn to flip your frequency, okay, into the direction where you want it to go. So when people are DMing me this, they're saying basically something in their energetic field is saying, I'm ready for my money situation to change. So if you're watching this, I want you to stay so that you understand this is not about hard work. It's about receiving different. It's about receiving different. So there's an ancient idea of proximity of wealth. And this is why people seem to sometimes make money by being in the right energy. This ancient idea of proximity to wealth, we really misconstrued it, and we make it feel like, okay, it needs to be, I gotta go to a conference in heels that literally are breaking my heels, or I need to go to a webinar and pay to get in the webinar. That's not real proximity to wealth. That is paying to be in a temporary environment. What I want you to do is be able to cultivate that environment for yourself whenever. And the main way you're going to do this is going to be through the content that you watch, because the content that you watch is programming you, whether you like it or not. I also wanted to mention the people that are DMing me are not paying me for saying that, or they're not paying me so they can be able to say that. They're watching my free videos and my free content. So staying plugged into what I'm saying and allowing the info to work is literally what they're doing. They're not doing any extra physical work. She literally said, like one person said, it was literally random money from a random person. I understand and am fully supported by the universe and by money. Now, to cultivate this experience, one thing you can do is spend 5 minutes a day with content that expands your mind specifically on money. Because either the content that you're watching around money is draining you and reinforcing the bad thoughts you have about money, or it's expanding you and making you better with money. So the overall point of this video is that yes, by watching my content, you will make money, because you're now expecting to make money after you listen and apply the things that I say in my videos, point blank. And you're gonna make money by association because you're associated with the content. That is a reason why you're up-leveling your frequency. Just being near the frequency that I hold for myself is going to shift your own timeline. Because wealth is not logical, it's energetic. If it was logical, a lot of us would have made it there a lot faster, because we overthink the entire thing. But it's energetic. Your wealth is already on the way. Don't overthink it. Let your nervous system soak in all this information, and don't try to decipher if it's right or wrong, or don't force yourself to be confused. Just watch it. Watch it again tomorrow. Stay plugged into the content. It's quite that simple. Your presence here was the payment. So you're like, how do I get something out of the universe? Well, you just paid attention to this video. So whatever you're getting in return is already on its way. And I want you to check your emails for the next few days. Not because you forced something, or you went and applied for something, or you went and brute forced it, but because you stopped having resistance and you decided that you were just gonna give it a try. and you are now richer by the minute. It is done.